736-3676 or visit their website pswacupuncture.com.
जिंदगी गुलजार है. Math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
If you want to keep up on all your favorite TV shows, whether they're South Asian or American, Rangmunch with Alima is the place to be.
Dosto, this is Rangmunch with Alima.
Tune in every Saturday night 8 to 10 p.m. on Desi 1170.
Good evening, Bay Area. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yes, I am full.
I'm so full.
You're so full. What, from the Thanksgiving feast from yesterday?
And
Yes.
today.
She makes such good food.
Thank you. Well, you know what? I mean, I hope everyone had a safe Thanksgiving with family and friends. I mean, we're going to get back into, all the things that happened with the shopping and the experiences and all that stuff and things like that. I would want you guys to give me a call and let me know what you think. Did you guys go shopping? I mean, hey, we went. I'm going to tell my experiences when I come back. But first off, I really want to... my deepest condolences to Paul Walker's family. I mean, just the breaking news that he passed away in a car crash, and that is so absolutely... That really hurts. It hurts. It really, really hurts. But I saw that thing, and I'm like, shoot. I mean, this can't be happening. I mean,
I know, and it's all the pictures are just pictures of him smiling,
and the thing was, usually Thanksgiving always has riots and people killing each other and all that stuff. And here I was thinking, wow. I heard people, kind of fighting it out and all that stuff, but I did not hear a fatality, Yeah, and there it is, right there. I just feel so sad.
It's sad. Like, I ran into this website yesterday that says a Black Friday death count, and it's just like, it's really crazy. I mean, people will literally die shopping, and then
I know.
On top of all the holiday stuff, this happens.
And the sad part is apparently he was down in Valencia doing like a fundraiser for the Philippines,
that
the
is
typhoon,
even more.
the Philippines, and apparently it's part of that Reach the World kind of a,
he was
the
doing
organization
a good deed,
or something. And so the initial reports say that basically his friend was driving, or I don't know who was driving, but he wasn't at the wheel. Mm-hmm. So apparently the vehicle went out of control, and then it hit a tree, and then it exploded, and he was in a Porsche. So
It's a Porsche, Emma.
And keep in mind, everyone, that someone else did die too. So
yes,
condolences
it's just
to them too.
It's our deepest condolences, though. So this is Rangmunch with Alima on Desi 1170. Hey, we would like to hear your experiences of Thanksgiving, and of course, we also want to know what is it that you're thankful for, please. And I'll tell you what I'm thankful for. I'll just make up some stuff,
Just go with it.
So anyway, the number to call is 408-912-5565. Also, stay tuned. This is Rangmunch with Alima on Desi 1170, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, by the way, I have special people coming in. Lowell is on the way. A shout out to Lowell, somewhere, wherever you are, on the street, on the road, wherever, 101. So I'll see you in a few minutes, and of course I have my daughter trying to sign me saying a shout out to Nick, Apeksha's friend, who happens to be listening to the show, and he just thinks it's all Desi. And Nick, let me tell you, it happens to be an Indian radio show, so you will be listening to all these Indian commercials and music
you're gonna love them.
And stuff. But hey,
what's his name? Nick.
But hey, I speak in English, and my show is in English, so feel free to give us a call if you want to say hello to Apeksha. So 408-912-5565. People, stay tuned. We'll be back.
इस दुनिया में जीना हो तो सुन लो मेरी बात गम छोड़ के मनाओ रंग रेली और मान लो जो कहे इस दुनिया में जीना हो तो सुन लो मेरी बात गम छोड़ के बनाओ रंग रेली और मान लो जो कहे किसी के लिए गम छोड़ के बनाओ रंग रेली और मान लो जो कहे किसी के लिए मैं अलबेली चिंगारी हूँ नाचूं और लहराऊं दामन दामन फूल खिलाऊं और खुशियाँ बरसाऊं मैं अलबेली चिंगारी हूँ नाचूं और लहराऊं दामन दामन फूल खिलाऊं और खुशियाँ बरसाऊं दुनिया वालों तुम क्या जानो जीने की ये बातें आओ मेरी महफिल में तो ये बातें समझाऊं ओ इस दुनिया में जीना हो तो सुन लो मेरी बात इस दुनिया में जीना हो तो सुन लो मेरी बात गम छोड़ के बनाओ रंग रेली और मान लो जो कहे किसी के लिए गम छोड़ के बनाओ रंग रेली और मान लो जो कहे किसी के लिए जो भी होगा हम देखेंगे गम से क्यों घबराए इस दुनिया के बाग में लाखों पंछी आए जाए जो भी होगा हम देखेंगे गम से क्यों घबराए इस दुनिया के बाग में लाखों पंछी आए जाए ऐश के बंदो ऐश करो तुम छोड़ो ये खामोशी लोग हुए तो जिंदा दिल है कर बैठे जो चाहे ओ इस दुनिया में जीना हो तो सुन लो मेरी बात इस दुनिया में जीना हो तो सुन लो मेरी बात गम छोड़ के बनाओ रंग रेली और मान लो जो कहे किसी के लिए गम छोड़ के बनाओ रंग रेली और मान लो जो कहे किसी के लिए
And Rangmunch with Alima is back on Desi 1170. So, did you shop, Julio?
I did, yes, I did.
Did
not
you like?
buy
Did you like to
anything,
go
but-
on Thursday night though? You know
Yeah,
when-
I went Thursday night. Yes.
Seriously? Where
because
did you
it's
go?
Thursday. It's Black Thursday now.
Where did
Literally.
you go?
I went to Best Buy. I went to Fry's. I went to. You know, it's funny. I didn't even buy anything. We
But
just went
did you
just for the
like
heck
go
of
at
it.
like 8 o'clock or did
Oh
you like?
no! We just went to the parking lot of every place. We're like, you want to go inside? Because by the time we got there, the whole rush hour thing, it was over.
Oh, okay.
But it was really fun. I mean, just walking, just the fact that you're like, you can walk out in the streets at 2 a.m. is it's different.
Right. I mean, and in fact, the kids wanted to check it out because they've never been
Oh, they've
part of
never
the Black Friday.
experienced
Never
it.
experienced
Oh my
it, right?
God.
So I said, let's not go to the malls because I'm sure it's going to be like so jam packed. So we went to Kohl's on El Camino.
Oh my gosh.
And
Right.
oh my God.
It was packed also.
I mean, we went in. Going in was easy. Picking up stuff was like 10 minutes.
Right.
And there were like 2 lines going all the way around the store where you couldn't find the beginning and the end of the line.
We had to like follow it all the way around the store.
And then we were standing in line and it was like so warm and hot and I'm thinking,
Can't we just do this
We can
online?
just get this online. I mean,
What are we waiting here for?
If you're internet literate, yes, you can beat everyone.
why
No
are we
lines.
even standing in
Well,
line?
it's not
when
even worth it.
Yeah. So 10 minutes into the line, we just dumped everything.
We just
And
literally
walked
walked out
out
of the line, just dumped everything at the corner of a shop.
Wow.
And we just walked out.
You guys did that. You know, I went when I went to Target. I wanted to buy a drink. That was it. But the line went around the entire store. I couldn't find the beginning. I'm like, I'm not gonna wait this long for a drink. But I was so thirsty. I was just stuck. But yeah, man.
And the funny thing was and you know how serious some of these buyers are, right? I mean, I was holding these towels in my hand or whatever, and this lady comes and says, "Oh, is that some brand?
I don't remember.
Sham something."
Yeah.
She said, "I said, I don't know." And so she flips it over to see what brand it is. And she goes, "Oh, it's APT. It's not Shams." I said, I don't know. I
just wanted towels.
I just needed the towel.
Like, it's just a towel in the end, right? Like
it's a towel. As long as it serves its purpose, I really don't care what brand it is.
A couple of my friends went to the mall and to Hollister just because during Black Friday and stuff, they have the Hollister models out and they're only wearing like shorts and they're shirtless. So they went and they just took pictures with them. It was so funny. Everyone does that.
Where's this at?
At Hollister.
You know how they have the floor models that like model the clothes inside the store?
Oh,
So
yeah.
half of them are like shirtless, so they just go inside the mall and
Just to
hang
get
out
pictures.
and get pictures.
That is just so
That's a
crazy.
pretty
That is
awesome
just-
job.
Well, I mean, look at all the things that's been happening. I mean, you know, at Walmart and people, you know, tasing each other and you know breaking
Really?
out.
Is that what people
They
are doing?
even used a stun gun, you know, to
shop?
to
To get rid of the other consumers?
it was and in fact actually one of our listeners, PK Sharma, sent me a list and it goes she sent me a link and he said from the Huffington Post and it goes and it shows how these people, there was this guy who was holding a big TV and he was standing in the line to pay. Okay, he was at the cashiers and there is like a scuffle that broke out behind him. And this is what I could deduce, that he probably went there to kind of, you know, sort it out. But I tell you, it was fierce fighting. And I even posted on the blog and on the page. But my goodness, people were literally on the floor and they were like hitting each other and dragging each other.
And they were
all
like
that.
punches.
It was,
and,
it was horrible.
That is so weird. Human
It was-
beings are I mean, like, that is scary.
It's just scary. And then as I was just coming to the station, I just saw a flash news saying that people were actually fighting for towels at Walmart.
Oh my gosh.
kinda
Walmart
lame.
is so bad.
I'm
every
like-
year.
I wouldn't want to die fighting over a towel.
What is it with, I mean, come on. I mean, it's towels. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's towels.
you really didn't have to like kill each other to get towels.
Like, there were 4 fatalities over a Kleenex. You know,
I'm
a
sure.
shortage of Kleenex
Oh,
boxes.
dear Lord. It's
ridiculous.
And of course, I was going through the news, you know, reading just the top lines and all that stuff, and then the CEO of Walmart comes up and says, you know, oh well, you know, 22 million people were there, you know, who came into the stores and things like that, but it was much more peaceful than the previous years. You know, we didn't have, you know, whatever scuffles and things that had happened are like very, very relatively smaller, relatively easier to break up versus what had happened previous years. But I'm like, I don't know. I mean,
it's all a joke.
I don't know.
I can't take Black Friday seriously anymore at all. Like, I'm never gonna.
I was out this morning. Was it this morning? It was yesterday.
Doing what?
Yesterday
Shopping?
I was running an errands or something, and I don't remember.
Yesterday.
I met up a friend. I met a Facebook friend. Desi, it was fantastic meeting you. He got me coffee yesterday.
Nice.
Met one of the Facebook friends and chatted away, and then I had a few errands to run. And so I was going up on Stevens Creek towards Bascom, and that whole street from Kylie all the way to Winchester, where
I
Valley
recognize
Fair,
that road.
where Valley Fair is, it was completely jam-packed.
We saw that news story where the guys would park like 2
It was
miles away
completely
and they would
jam-packed.
walk.
And same thing on Montague, where the Great Mall is.
Montague
This guy
Expressway.
parked 2 miles away,
And just
and
walked.
he just walked to the mall
Because he had to.
because he had to.
Because he had to.
You would have
Oh
gotten
my
there in the
God.
same amount of time it would have taken you to find a parking spot and get into the parking lot.
Yeah, it's just crazy, and people were just being mean to each other, honking at each other, and I'm like,
I don't even want to go. I'm too scared to live in this world now.
it was just so crazy.
I'd rather
I
do
mean,
it online.
It was some kind of a convoluted a twisted thing to watch and laugh about what is happening, but at the same time people are getting hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
it's
is
not
just
cool.
that's just not so cool at all. Well, anyways, so what do you people, I mean, all my listeners out there, have you gone
someone-
shopping? Yeah, I want someone to call up
Or-
and see if they've gone to shop, you know, if they've gone shopping on Thursday and
You know
Friday.
what? I want to hear the person that actually got one of the doorbuster deals. Like, I want to know who you are.
I know.
I know you're
How
out there.
hard was it?
I know there's one of you out
Yes,
there.
definitely. People out there, just give us a call.
Yes.
We would love to know how that experience.
I wanna know what you bought.
happened. How many
And how much
Ghostbusters
money
they
did you
got.
save?
Because when we stepped out of Kohl's and we just went into Office Max, it was like in and out. We were like in
10
there. We
minutes.
got a printer because that's what I wanted, and we walked out in 10 minutes. It was just
just
it was just
print
so
just like that,
simple.
right?
Just like that. Anyways, people, so the number to call is 408-912-5565, and Rangmunch with Alima will be back in a few minutes.
हवा के साथ साथ
अरे रे रे
घटा के संग संग
संभलना
हवा के साथ साथ घटा के संग संग ओ साथी चल
मुझे लेके साथ चल तू यूं ही दिन रात चल तू संभल मेरे साथ चल तू ले हाथों में हाथ चल तू ओ साथी चल
मुझे लेके साथ चल तू यूं ही दिन रात चल तू संभल मेरे साथ चल तू ले हाथों में हाथ चल तू ओ साथी चल एक तो ये मौसम है बड़ा सुहाना ला 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 एक तो ये मौसम है बड़ा सुहाना पे अपना दिल भी है दीवाना
पर्वत से आके ना टकरा जाना तू बन के बादल ओ साथी चल
मुझे लेके साथ चल तू यूं ही दिन रात चल तू संभल मेरे साथ चल तू ले हाथों में हाथ चल तू ओ साथी चल
हंसती है ये दुनिया तो हंसने दे ला 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 ला
ला ला ला ला
हंसती है ये दुनिया तो हंसने दे अरे नागन बन के इस रुत को डसने दे
ओ मुझको अपनी आंखों में बसने दे तू बन के काजल ओ साथी चल
मुझे लेके साथ चल तू यूं ही दिन रात चल तू संभल मेरे साथ चल तू ले हाथों में हाथ चल तू ओ साथी चल
अपनी रेशमी जुल्फे लहराने दे ला 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 अपनी रेशमी जुल्फे लहराने दे मुझको अपनी बाहों में आने दे
थक गई आज बहुत मैं अब जाने देना मिलेंगे फिर कल
ओ साथी चल
ला 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 ला
ला ला ला ला ला ला ला ला
ला ला ला ला ला ला ला ला
ला ला ला ला ला ला ला ला ला हे हे
ला 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 ला
हे हे
ला 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 ला
ओ, ओ,
ला 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 ला
And Rangmunch with Alima is back on Desi 1170. Dosto, just give us a call and let us know what your experiences are like for Thanksgiving. And I was extremely thankful for a family staying together. You know, I mean, you know, it's so very important nowadays with all the things that are happening in the world. And of course, my younger one specifically wants me to say
No.
that I'm just thankful that she's in my life.
She's giving you the thumbs up.
She's giving me the thumbs up sign for that too. Well, anyway, so what is it that you guys are thankful for? I mean, with your
Oh,
Oli,
so
what are you
many
thankful
things. My mom, my family, education, and I don't have problems right now. It's like
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
It's like life
and,
is pretty
and,
good.
and your girlfriend. And
Yes, I mean, yeah, it's going great with the girls too. So I mean, like, life is pretty good. I am thankful for everything.
Yep, exactly. You know, I mean, compared to last year to this year, there's been so many changes in our lives, and I think we're just
know.
thankful that we have what we have with us. You know,
It's quite a
and
dramatic
and my only request to everyone out there is like, you know, just take a moment to kind of keep those people in mind who are less fortunate than us. You know,
Yeah.
hopefully they've had some Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Dinners,
At least
you know.
all you need is a good company.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah. You know, we had a quiet one at home, and it was fun. We just, you know, and then we ended up getting the Christmas tree way
Okay,
ahead
that's
of
pretty fun.
time. Well, we usually have the artificial one. This time we wanted the real one because it's been
And it
such a long
smells so
time.
good.
Oh my god, I can't believe Christmas is coming.
It's been such a long time since we had a real tree. So we specifically, you know, went to Home Depot last night and, you know, I mean, which is so funny. I mean, we were like in and out at Home Depot again. We went in, they chose a tree, and we were out.
Like we saw the first tree and it was perfect.
And that's it. We didn't kind of go
You
browse.
picked it out?
She
You
picked it out.
Oh
yes.
my god.
Because
Well,
if we
well-
browsed anymore, then we would start like. Oh, maybe-
Pratiksha picked it up. So, well, anyways, it was
There wasn't like a
perfect.
Black Friday for Christmas trees. was
No,
there?
no,
That'd
it was,
be chaos.
it was perfect. I mean, it was a perfect tree too. So they put it all up and everything, and we still have some more decorations to do on that and stuff like that.
All
I
around
can't
the
wait to get
house, too.
my Christmas
But
tree.
but you know, it smells so nice when you have this real tree at
Yes.
home. You know,
Oh my
it's just.
We need to
it's-
get ours soon.
Yeah, ours is like between 6 and 7
I
feet,
love
so it was like huge. It's
Having
like-
a Christmas tree in the room.
Right. So now all we need to do is just make sure we get gifts so we can put them under the Christmas tree,
Yeah,
Julio.
exactly. I will get gifts. I'll get fake ones to make it look like it's a busy
those,
tree.
Those empty boxes that you can just put them, you know,
Yeah.
that you can just put under the tree and then,
Yeah.
you know.
Because all the gifts now are going to be virtual. I'm just going to buy virtual gift cards, virtual items, and just give that, you know.
No, but then when you say virtual, but you're gonna ship them directly to them, or is that what it is you're saying?
No, I'm just saying, like, I just thought about it, but it's like crazy. You can just give someone stuff now, but it's all online. All the gift cards, you can just do it online. Like, have you seen
Well,
on
I know.
Facebook? Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
But that is just so crazy, though. I mean, you wanted
I want the feeling of having a box in my hands.
exactly,
Yes, I
and
want that feeling.
and ripping that wrapping paper off, and
Yeah,
then
that's
just,
the
you know,
best
just
feeling,
seeing
just
it.
like knowing-
And see, here's the part. What I like about it is even though people tell me what they want, or my family tells me what they want. For any occasion, I always make it a point that there should be at least one surprise.
Okay.
You know
So
what
there's-
I'm saying? Because otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Because you
already know what you're
you
getting.
know they know what they're getting. So what is the whole idea of opening the gifts or whatever it is? Because there
Yeah,
is
it takes
there is
away
no
from the
fun in
surprise.
it.
Yeah.
So there is no fun in
anything
it.
that Satata and them send from London, don't show us.
Don't show it. So that's gonna
Don't
be a
show
surprise.
it. That's gonna be
So
our
look
gift.
at them how lucky they are. Their aunt from London is sending them so much stuff.
I know.
You guys are getting
Isn't
gifts
that
all the way
bit-
from London?
Yeah, isn't
Wow.
you know that I think is you know.
I love our aunt in London and our aunt in India and all of our aunts everywhere.
Is a British accent you're using?
No, I was talking normally.
It's not a British program. That was terrible.
Yeah, that would have been a horrible British accent.
Oh my god.
Well, when we come back, you know, we have a few interesting bizarre news coming up, and then of course some of the shows and what's happening around,
Yes.
you know, in our neck of the woods and
On
in
the
your neck
television
of the
network.
woods. What's happening on the televisions? Well, I haven't really watched that many shows because it's been kind of busy and hectic. So, anyways, I want to do a special dedication to one of our listeners, Ranjit. When we spoke last time, he did mention that it was going to be his wedding anniversary.
Oh yeah.
On the
remember?
29th or the 30th. I wasn't exactly sure about the date, but I wanted to do a shout out for him and his family. Happy wedding anniversary. And I wanted to dedicate my all-time favorite song for you
Yes.
guys, because in fact, he was also meeting up with his wife after a long time. So she's supposed to come from India, I believe. So so whether you're listening to this show today or not, Ranjit, but here is my dedication for you.
Let's play
And
for
I
them.
hope you guys had a fantastic family time with Thanksgiving. And hey, happy wedding anniversary again. And dosto, this is Rangmunch with Alima, 408-912-5565. And we'll be back in a few minutes.
जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा। जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा। न कोई है न कोई था जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा, तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा। तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा। जब तक रात देता है हर कोई साथ, तुम मगर अंधेरों में ना छोड़ना मेरा हाथ। हो चांदनी जब तक रात देता है हर कोई साथ, तुम मगर अंधेरों छोड़ना मेरा हाथ। जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा। न कोई है न कोई था जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा, तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा।
there we go, Ranjit. A very happy wedding anniversary to you again, and we have Lowell. Lowell, happy Thanksgiving.
Whoa, where did you come from?
I know, right? You
What
just
the heck? You weren't here before the break.
see how things change in a second.
Yeah, he just appeared out of nowhere.
Which, by the way, I'm not sure if you'll ever have a chance to experience this, but listening to your own voice on the radio driving in is an awesome feeling.
Is it?
Oh, yes.
Because
man.
for those who don't know, Lowell is the voice of all the commercial spots.
Exactly.
I am the voice
Yeah.
of the commercials.
It's so weird.
And here I was
awesome.
going, and here I was thinking he was going to say, Alima, your voice sounds so awesome.
I know.
And he goes, listening to my voice on the radio sounds awesome. It's all
That's
right,
so good.
Lowell. It's okay.
Would you expect
No,
anything less from me?
I would be the same
in
way.
the spirit of Thanksgiving and the holidays, it's okay. I love your voice
I'm
too.
thankful for this amazing voice.
Yeah, really. No, actually, he's got an amazing voice.
Yeah,
he
he
does
does.
all my
Lowell's voice
And
is
commercials.
like
listening to any voice that's your own on the radio is just
I
cool.
think it's
Yeah.
really cool. It's really good. So how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was great. Good Thanksgiving. Spent it over in the mountains with my mom.
That
and,
is so awesome, man.
So, listening to your Black Friday tales, I have one for you. So, I didn't spend the night on Thanksgiving at my mom's, who lives in the mountains. I drove back to the Bay Area. Decided to swing by the shopping complex, sort of similar to Julio, just to see the circus, you know?
Right. Mhm.
And I just, the lines are just unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
And I swear to you, I actually made a list of things that I would be willing to stand in line for in the freezing cold for several hours, and I can only come up with one thing. And
what is
these people apparently have more than one thing on their mind.
Well, I mean, just you're talking about few hours. I mean, last week when I did the show on the 23rd,
people were
we
still lining up, right?
They
They
were
had to
just
be.
starting
Yeah.
to line up with the tents and
It's so
everything at
crazy.
Best Buy. I mean, it's just crazy.
You know, is it fair to ask these people if they have lives? I just don't know if that's fair or if it's
I
true.
have
I don't
something.
know.
I have a comment on that actually. Some of them are homeless people. Homeless people will take up the first spot and sell their spot. I think it's genius.
That is.
It's
genius.
very, very
Hey,
smart for them.
That is
Absolutely.
very smart
That's
of
crazy.
them, I
Yeah, I
would
know.
say. Hey, I mean, you know, but look at it. I mean, it is just so strange. Okay, few years ago, and I was talking to Sai about this. Few years ago, Thanksgiving, like everything is shut down.
Yeah.
Shut down. Even the 24-hour grocery stores that are
Oh,
open are shut down at 6
I found out the
p.m.
hard way. I found out.
And if you want to go eat anywhere, even the restaurants, everything was shut down. And here we are from the past couple of years, and especially this year, everything was open on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so strange. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think it's right that they have to be opening on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah. Oh, they open Thanksgiving night, right?
Yeah, but some of them were open in the mornings. So
They
remember,
open
like
all day,
Walgreens,
yeah.
Walgreens, and some of those things, they had specifically put a notice saying we are open in the morning of Thanksgiving Day.
Wow. You know what? That's a good way to like dilute the people who want to spend Thanksgiving and like go Black Friday shopping. You know?
I don't know, but then it's not like you have deals in the morning, right? I mean, all the deals
Those
would start
happen
at
on-
nighttime,
yeah.
right?
Oh, really? Okay. I
Yeah.
thought they were doing
Because Black
doorbuster deals
Friday
in the
was
morning.
supposed to start at midnight. Which is why so many people lined up in the at
At the
11.
stores and
Yeah.
everything, but it's at 8
Yeah.
p.m.
Here's another thing that's also interesting. I have a friend who works at Starbucks. He told me the only time his Starbucks is open 24 hours a day is the night of Thanksgiving.
See?
8 p.m. Thanksgiving night. It goes all the way through. They don't close at 10. They don't close at 11.
Wow.
They're open the whole night just for the Black Friday shoppers to come in.
Is this Starbucks in a mall?
Starbucks it's in a
strip
shopping
mall,
center.
like in a
yeah,
shopping
center.
strip mall kind of thing.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just see. Initially, I thought only the end stores in a mall were opening, like the anchor stores like JCPenney or the Macy's and everything. But then I went to visit a friend in Oak Ridge who has a cart with Christmas ornaments and everything, and
And
they
he
said
was doing
no,
Black
and
Friday,
he
huh?
said no, we are open tomorrow at 8 p.m. The whole mall is open.
I was like, what?
I'm like,
Wow,
seriously?
that is such a cool feeling. Walking around a mall in the like 2 in the morning. That's great.
But still, I mean, it's just so different. I mean, and people planning Thanksgiving dinners around shopping hours didn't seem
dangerous.
right.
So, Alima, do you feel more for the people who work on the holiday or the people who are actually going out and shopping instead of
more for
spending
the
time with the
people
family?
working. I mean, more for the people working. I mean,
When do they get
what
time
kind
to-
of a family time is it when you have to work on a holiday?
Right. But also, what kind of family time is it when you're out shopping?
Shopping.
You know?
Yes, exactly. I mean, I granted, like the law enforcement and everyone, they really don't have any days off and everything. They're always on call, but that's entirely different. But for the retailers, for all these people, what is the point of having a Thanksgiving of people, relatives coming and visiting them when you are not even spending time with them, or all the time you spend, you're thinking about where to go shop,
Yeah.
or which mall to hit, or it's like,
But then again, on the positive side, you could have a Thanksgiving dinner and then go out with your family and do the exciting Black Friday shopping.
yeah, you could do
Which
that.
makes it fun, right?
Yeah,
Which does make it fun in the end.
like how we did. We
That's
went
what
like
we
around
did.
11:30 in the night
Yeah.
because they wanted to experience to see what it looked like, right? So we were in 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. We just walked out. It said, okay, this is
Like,
We can
forget
do this
about it.
online.
The funny thing is
Know
that,
what?
the only good deals are only for like the first 100 people at the
Yeah,
most.
I think
After
so.
that, people go there and it's like, I don't think they realize that they're buying normal priced items after that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's really like they really think everything else is on sale, but in reality, it's only doorbuster deals, and that's only like a handful of items.
I
So
think
probably
so.
like 30 TVs at the most. After that, everything's normal price. for
It's
people.
normal price, yeah.
And it's funny, Julio, I went into Best Buy Friday night. This was way after the big rush.
Yeah.
And I saw a 42-inch plasma, $300. And I'm thinking, was it that much cheaper?
Like-
when you stood in line for hours to get that? Really? I mean, that's a deal you take in a
Wait,
heartbeat.
42-inch plasma for 300?
$300.
300
Damn.
bucks.
Yeah,
Wow.
was it that much cheaper right when the doors open?
That is a deal,
So I'm
though.
thinking, do the prices really change from when the doors open
Exactly,
to
right.
later? I mean, if it does, it can't be that much.
It can't be. I
Right,
don't know.
right, it can be. Well, all right, hold that thought. We're just going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back and talk a little bit more about it. So this is Rangmunch with Alima on Desi 1170 408 912 5565. Stay tuned.
मेरा प्यार भी तू है, ये बाहर भी तू है, तू ही नजरों में जाने तमन्ना, तू ही नजारों में।
मेरा प्यार भी तू है, ये बहार भी तू है, तू ही नजरों में जाने तमन्ना, तू ही नजारों में, नजारों में। तू ही तो मेरा नील गगन है, प्यार से रोशन आँख उठाए।
और घटा के रूप में तू है, कांधे पे मेरे सर को झुकाए, मुझ पे लटे बिखराए। मेरा प्यार भी तू है, ये बहार भी तू है,
तू ही नजरों में जाने तमन्ना, तू ही नजारों में, नजारों में।
मंजिल मेरे दिल की वही है, साया जहां दिलदार है तेरा।
पर्वत पर्वत तेरी बाहें, गुलशन गुलशन प्यार है तेरा, महके
Healing is a process of mind, body, and spirit. And through the miracles of acupuncture, you can change your life. What are you waiting for? Awaken your body today with PSW Acupuncture. Located at 260 South Sunnyvale Avenue in Sunnyvale. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Give them a call at 408-736-3676 or visit their website, pswacupuncture.com.
With Alima is back on Desi 1170. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday and a long weekend. You know, when you have all this long weekend, really screws up your days and stuff. You know, like
Yeah,
you
you
forget
lose
which
track.
are Thursday. Yeah, you kind of
Yeah.
lose track of what's
That happened in the
what's
summer.
happening, and yeah. Well, but I mean, we had a few goals to do during the holidays and
Mm-hmm.
kind of, did pretty much lot this.
You got a
4
lot
days.
done? You still have more to do, right?
Yeah, we
Okay.
still have a lot
It never
more
ends.
to do. Our list is never ending. Never ending list. There's nothing we can
What
do.
it-
Well,
what-
anyways, having said that, I mean, I came across an article where it says a bad Santa got arrested for pinching an elf's bottom. I'm sitting and thinking,
Wait, bad
seriously?
Santa who? Wait, what?
You know how have all these malls have Santas come in for
Yeah.
Christmas
Oh,
time and they
yeah,
take
yeah.
the pictures and everything?
course, yes.
Apparently, the 62-year-old guy was, apparently he was arrested for having pinching the bottom of an 18-year-old woman who was an elf or
He-
who was helping.
Oh, who was working with him?
Who was working with him, and
Wait, what happened to this guy? He got arrested, or wait, what happened to him?
I believe he was arrested because he's now facing indecent assault and battery on a person
No
over the age
way.
of 14.
Off a pinch?
Charges following the incident last weekend. Well, and apparently he told the victim that I wish you were a few years older and I was a few years younger. So we don't know
okay.
how true it is. So right now
That's
it's
kinda
more
creepy
like
from an old
it's
man.
it's kind of like it's his word against her word because there are really no witnesses or
I think the
anyone
girl's
who's
gonna
heard.
win.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
seem like he's in-
it's like a 50-50, right? I mean, it's always the girls who.
Yeah. Well, it's not
Tend
even
to.
that. It's just like, oh man, he's like, I think his intentions were very.
I mean, look
different.
at his face.
It's just like
He's just like.
Man, he's been through something, that's for sure. He's just like beaten
that
down
must
or
be his
something.
mugshot or something. But then you really, I mean, I know there are a lot of perverted people in the world
Uh-huh.
and everything, but it's just that it's so hard for us to recognize
Yeah.
any of them. But you also know that people have done wrong things just to get attention and all that stuff. Do you remember reading about this this girl who's a waitress in a restaurant or something,
and then
she
with the receipt.
and she filed a case saying with the receipt, and it turned out
And
to
said the
be
N-word?
fake.
it turned out to
or-
be fake.
What?
She said that they didn't leave a tip for her because she was
because she was gay,
Gay,
yeah,
she was gay.
and she was in the military too. So she said the customers did not leave any tip because she was gay, and so there was some receipt with a little note on it or something,
saying
or
I don't
whatever it
support
is.
whatever.
I don't
because you're
support
gay."
whatever it is or anything. Well, anyways, so there was a case and all that stuff and things like that. But apparently those customers came back
with their
with
version.
their version of the receipt, which
Right.
clearly showed them tipping the girl.
Like $18.
Like $18 or $19
she got
and
exposed.
things. So
Oh my.
so now
try.
she's and apparently she was discharged from the military in a negative light too. So that is going to go against her also.
Dishonorably.
That is
It
gonna
just
ruin your
honorably, that's what
reputation.
that's
You know what's crazy? I know a very similar story, kind of same thing, but the people didn't leave tip, and they also wrote a very racist remark. Mm-hmm. And wow, we have a special guest in the studio. But this girl, someone, they had a campaign for her, and everyone gave her a lot of money just because she had to go through that,
right.
Some guy on the internet said, you know what, that's not fair. Nobody deserves to be treated like that. So he ran a little secret campaign, and people donated thousands of dollars, and she was super happy. But same thing, people not tipping.
Well, and there was a long time ago, there was a story where a lady faked cancer.
Oh, now that
saying
is
that
not cool.
she had cancer, and then so she had this whole community donating and all that stuff and feeding them and everything, and then it came out like 3 or 4 months later that it was all a fake because, and apparently she said it was like in the 3rd or 4th stage or whatever, and these people don't seem to see any difference in her. And I'm sitting and thinking, lady, if you lied, you better act or whatever it is. Because if you're going to come and say, I'm going to go through chemotherapy and radiation, you better look like you went through chemo.
At least, right?
You
Well,
know
she
what I'm
didn't. She
saying?
didn't. She looked totally healthy, or
she
what?
She just looked normal, and
She had
then
her
people
perfect
started her doubts,
hair.
and that's when that's when they were like, okay, this is she's faking it, and so I think she was arrested for it or whatever. I think for
Good.
for
She
yeah,
should've been.
but that's just
That
that's
is just crazy. The people do this.
People
this.
do strange things, and I think sometimes I do understand that circumstances make them do certain things,
Yeah.
but then there are also people who take advantage of
Yeah.
all these things, which is
I mean, imagine if she was a really good actress.
Yeah.
She could have done so many corrupted
Oh,
things.
yeah.
She
Oh, yeah,
selling
she could
sympathy
have.
like that and just.
she could have.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I wanted to do a little dedication for my hubby darling because it's been so nice. He did all the honey to-do list that I wanted him to do.
Oh, nice. And he's
for
at home.
Thanksgiving, and he's at home.
Yes.
So and of course he comes and says, honey, I did this, and this.
He gives
and
you a
I
little
get
field
out,
report.
which is
I would do the same thing. I would give him a report like, look, honey, I
yeah,
did this
see,
and this and that.
you wanted this, and see, we even got a real Christmas tree, blah blah. All that, all the things.
Am I the best husband in the world, or
I
what?
set up the printer for you. I connected all the computers and the laptops.
That
and
is
I
a Superman right
And I
there.
moved the furniture and all
Oh my
that stuff the way you want and all that stuff. So I thought that was so sweet. I mean, it's so hilarious when
Oh
he
my
comes
God.
and says, see, I did this, and this, and then
approve?
I go tell him, oh, but we didn't do this.
Oh. And he's like, I got it. I got it
No,
done.
he was pretty cool about it. But anyways, I just wanted to, we're heading into the top of the hour in a few minutes, but just before we head into it, I wanted to play one of his favorite songs just as a thank you because he totally fell in love with this song. Those stay tuned. Rangmunch with Alima will be back after the top of the hour. Number to call is 408-912-5565. And Sai, thank you so much for being in my life. Just grateful for the family to be in my life. See you back soon.
बदतमीजी एक बीमारी है, ऐसी बीमारी जो धीरे धीरे वक्त के साथ बुढ़ापे में बदल जाती है। मैं कहता हूं जब तक बुढ़ापा नहीं आता थोड़ी बदतमीजी ही कर लेते।
पान में पुदीना देगा, नाक का नागिना देगा, चिकनी चमेली देखी चिकना कमीना देखा, चांदनी चिडर होके चीट किया तो सारे तारे बोले गिली गिली अक्खा। मेरी बात तेरी बात ज्यादा बातें बुरी बात, थाली में कटोरा लेकर आलू भात मूड़ी भात, मेरे भी जो किसी ने रिपीट किया तो साला मैंने तेरे मुंह पे मारा मुक्का। इसमें भूत कोई चढ़ा है, खैर ना जाने ना, अब तो क्या बुरा क्या भला है, फर्क पहचाने ना, जिद पकड़ के खड़ा है कम वक्त छोड़ ना जाने ना। बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना ये जो हाल है सवाल है कमाल है जाने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना। हवा में हवा ना देखा, ढिमका वाला ना देखा, सीन का सिंगाला खा के शेर का गुरा ना देखा, पूरी दुनिया का गोल गोल चक्कर लेके मैंने दुनिया को मारा धक्का। बॉलीवुड हॉलीवुड वेरी वेरी जॉली गुड, राय के पहाड़ पर 3 फुटा लीली पुट, मेरे पीछे किसी ने रिपीट किया तो साला मैंने तेरे मुंह पे मारा मुक्का। अय्याशी के मनवे से खुद को मोड़ना जाने ना, कंबल बेवजह ये शर्म का ओढ़ना जाने ना, जिद पकड़ के खड़ा है कम वक्त छोड़ना जाने ना। बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना। पान में पुदीना देगा, नाक का नागिना देगा, चिकनी चमेली देखी चिकना कमीना देखा, चांदनी चिडर होके चीट किया तो सारे तारे बोले गिली गिली अक्खा। मेरी बात तेरी बात ज्यादा बातें बुरी बात, थाली में कटोरा लेकर आलू भात मूड़ी भात, मेरे भी जो किसी ने रिपीट किया तो साला मैंने तेरे मुंह पे मारा मुक्का। इसमें भूत कोई चढ़ा है, खैर ना जाने ना, अब तो बदतमीज दिल माने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना ये जो हाल है सवाल है कमाल है जाने ना बदतमीज दिल माने ना ढिमका वाला ना देखा सीन का सिंगाला खा के शेर का गुरा ना देखा पूरी दुनिया का गोल गोल चक्कर लेके मैंने दुनिया को मारा धक्का बॉलीवुड हॉलीवुड वेरी वेरी जॉली गुड राय के पहाड़ पर 3 फुटा लीली फुट मेरे पीछे किसी ने रिपीट किया तो साला मैंने तेरे मुंह पे मारा मुक्का अय्याशी के मनवे से खुद को मोड़ना जाने ना कंबल बेवजह ये शर्म का ओढ़ना जाने ना पकड़ के खड़ा है कम वक्त छोड़ना जाने ना बदतमीज दिल माने ना बदतमीज दिल माने ना हवा में हवा ना देखा ढिमका वाला ना देखा सीन का सिंगाला खा के शेर का गुरा ना देखा पूरी दुनिया का गोल गोल चक्कर लेके मैंने दुनिया को मारा धक्का बॉलीवुड हॉलीवुड वेरी वेरी जॉली गुड राय के पहाड़ पर 3 फुटा लीली फुट मेरे पीछे किसी ने रिपीट किया तो साला मैंने तेरे मुंह पे मारा मुक्का अय्याशी के मनवे से खुद को मोड़ना जाने ना कंबल बेवजह ये शर्म का ओढ़ना जाने ना जिद पकड़ के खड़ा है कम वक्त छोड़ना जाने ना बदतमीज दिल माने ना बदतमीज दिल माने ना जिंदगी गुलजार है
Math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
If you want to keep up on all your favorite TV shows, whether they're South Asian or American, Rangmunch with Alima is the place to be.
Dosto, this is Rangmunch with Alima.
Tune in every Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. on Desi 1170. Healing is a process of mind, body, and spirit. And through the miracles of acupuncture, you can change your life. What are you waiting for? Awaken your body today with PSW Acupuncture. Located at 260 South Sunnyvale Avenue in Sunnyvale. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Give them a call at 408-7...
Go mobile and connect with your community today. Download the Desi 1170
Social Media Access owned radio station.
Healing is a process of mind, body, and spirit. And through the miracles of acupuncture, you can change your life. What are you waiting for? Awaken your body today with PSW Acupuncture. Located at 260 South Sunnyvale Avenue in Sunnyvale. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Give them a call at 408-736-3676 or visit their website pswacupuncture.com.
जिंदगी गुलजार है
Math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
If you want to keep up on all your favorite TV shows, whether they're South Asian or American, Rangmunch with Alima is the place to be.
Dosto, this is Rangmunch with Alima.
Tune in every Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. on Desi 1170.
Alima is back on Desi 1170 for its second hour, and we have another guest with us.
Drum roll, please.
Come
Drum
on.
roll, drum roll.
Do I need to introduce you?
I know. Does Carlos need any introduction at all? I mean, come on.
Just a drum roll.
Just the drum roll.
There you
Thank
go.
you, my friend. Thank you.
Well, we're having a little Thanksgiving party in the studio. We have.
I was
some,
wondering what all this food was all about.
Yeah,
My
we have some
goodness.
Indian pizza. And I introduced Julio to Indian pizza tonight.
This is
So.
the most amazing
Of course,
thing.
nobody told me before I got here.
And he
I
hogged
ate
on
dinner
it.
before I got
Did
here.
you leave anything for me? Julio?
Did I leave any pizza?
Did you leave any pizza for me?
Don't
I am
worry.
so guilty right now.
I
You
took
asked me
some
that.
out before.
There, so she took some out. She's very smart.
went
See, I have
in.
one smart daughter here, you know.
I destroyed half the box. I mean, like,
You do have that I got caught look.
yeah, like.
So
thank
Carlos,
you.
how was your Thanksgiving? You okay? How did
Oh,
it
it,
go?
was pretty fantastic. I do a little work for the foster. Can I say the name of the company? It's,
Sure.
Yeah,
it's-
sure. Why not?
Quick.
It's nonprofit. It's called Abode Services.
Oh, nice.
They're an awesome company. They help the foster children and the homeless. And so I was at the homeless shelter for Thanksgiving and just kind of helping out and mingling with the people and eating and eating and eating.
That's
It was
awesome.
It was great.
It is
That's
awesome.
great, Chaz.
See,
yeah.
I didn't make any traditional turkey or anything this year, so I just made like very light.
It was really
I
good.
baked some fish because that's what they wanted. The kids, they wanted some salmon, and then and for the first time, I've always been thinking about it, but I did stuffed capsicum. You take the stuffing and everything, and I kind of put all the Indian spices in it, and
For those of us who aren't 100% Indian, what's a capsicum?
It's bell pepper.
it's a bell pepper.
Oh, bell pepper.
Bell pepper. So you just cut it into halves and you just stuff it, with whatever
stuffing.
you.
That sounds
And then
pretty
you just
good,
bake
yeah.
it in the oven, and it's all good to go.
It's really good.
It's
Wow.
So good.
So it was quite. It's just the four of us, at our little.
But that's sweet. That's wonderful. Spending Thanksgiving with family and or friends, and I think that there's no better way. That's awesome.
No, I think so. I mean, like I said, I'm just grateful that we've been through a lot the past years, and just being together. I mean, I think that is just bountiful than anything else. I mean, who wants
and-
material things, right? I mean,
And
if
the cherry on top is family being together, and the police didn't have to get called out.
That's great. Absolutely.
Yep, exactly. So, well, anyways, coming into the Christmas and everything, I was just going through some news and everything, and I come across this Australian family set Christmas record with 502,165 lights.
And we have a energy shortage, right?
Yes. Well, at least it's not in Australia, so we can't even say the U.S. has energy shortage. But anyway, so they set the Guinness World Record for having the most Christmas lights on their home, and I guess they do this every year. So it's kind of a tradition for them, and I actually posted this on my blog and on the page. But it's just so beautiful, though. I mean, I know it's a lot of energy and light and everything, but it's just amazing. I mean, it's just amazing. You just have to look at the picture to see how many lights and this whole. It's like a little village. Their house is like a little village lit up with lights. Wow. It's just so cool. And apparently, they lost the Guinness Book of World Records, I think, last year or something to someone else, so they want it back.
Well, you gotta keep the tradition going.
Well, here's a good thing. In the spirit of Christmas and everything, the local power company will donate some of the money for the electricity and everything in Australian dollars. So it takes
nice.
about apparently they're going to donate about 1,500 Australian dollars. So that would keep them up lit for the next month until Christmas is done.
That's pretty good. That's good.
So I think that is pretty cool. And
Yes, indeed.
yeah. So and in the spirit of Christmas, I mean, when you guys go buy booze at the stores and stuff, do you have to show? Do they ask you the ID?
All the time, yes.
Do they ask
At the stores? Yeah. Sometimes when you go to the restaurants, they don't always ask you.
No,
Well,
no,
you're a
but
young
usually-
pup, though, Julio. Of
Yeah.
course.
But at the
Julio, how
grocery
old are
stores
you?
and stuff, they
15?
would.
No. I just turned 19 actually, so.
Well, I'm assuming that when Lowell and Chaz go, they wouldn't ask.
They stopped. For me, they stopped last year. I noticed the past year I haven't gotten any cards.
You haven't
I'm,
got-
at, I'm at the age where they ask me for my ID just so they can laugh at me.
Carlos, you are hilarious. Well, anyway, so here I'm sitting and thinking, what kind of an ID does a 92-year-old man needs to prove that he's above age limit to get, go buy some vodka?
They asked him for his
So
ID.
this guy goes into the store to buy vodka, and the sales girl wants him to show the ID.
That is
Really?
ridiculous. Like,
Even that is just common sense.
common sense, please.
I would think so. I mean, so So apparently, he's a great grandfather too. So he went to buy 2 bottles of vodka, and so when the checkout girl asked him to prove he was over 18 years of age. So he was so upset with it, he just walked out the store, and of course he went and got his booze somewhere else. But I'm sitting and thinking, what was the girl thinking? Seriously.
Yeah, sometimes there's, now I'm not sticking up for anybody, but there have been some pretty insane rules and policies that I've come across in my life with different businesses. She may, a lot of those convenience stores and supermarkets are on camera. So it may be a policy where the boss says, I don't care, you check everybody's ID.
It doesn't matter.
So she may have just been going through the
So
formality.
she's just kind of blindly following the store or the company policy, so but it's just that it's just crazy. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, here it really makes me wonder what these people are thinking. I mean, some of these things are just so plain common sense.
Yes, indeed.
What are you thinking? I mean, I can understand if a Saudi man finds a cigarette in his wife's bag and he divorces her. That I understand because because it's a Muslim custom, and So this Saudi guy apparently finds a cigarette in his wife's handbag.
Oh,
so he's so upset about it, so he divorces her.
And they let him.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, he just blew up in smoke. I mean, he says
he wanted, before the cigarette situation, before he found the cigarette, he wanted to divorce her.
And he just used this as an excuse, you say? And here's the thing, they've been married only for 3 months.
You see?
The
honeymoon's over.
And well, that is one country where the rules are so stringent and so strict, and it's like, it's like you move, you get punished for something, you don't move, you get punished for something. So sometimes is what I feel.
What would happen if they got married in the United States and then they went back to their country? Which rules would they have to follow?
Well, if they're going to go back to the country, then it's going to be their country's rules. They're not going to be following the U.S. rules, no matter even if you're a citizen of U.S. or whatever. You are in Saudi Arabia, you're going to be, you are going to be following that, But that is it's just crazy. Anyways, though, so you're listening to Rangmunch with Alima on Desi 1170, and we have a song coming up. I actually pulled out some really nice old 70s songs and stuff like that, and then here I have a picture where it says his friend is listening to the show and he wants all this peppy songs. I said, hey, I have great peppy song music, so I'm just going to pull some of them and just play them. So hopefully, Nick, if you're still listening to the show, you will enjoy the Indian music. You think he's really going to enjoy the music?
Better enjoy it, Nick. I
He
swear.
said he was dancing.
It's more like I know where you go to school.
I can find you, Nick. You better like the song, Nick.
Exactly right.
Even if he doesn't, he better say he does.
Yeah, you better say he does.
Stay tuned, people. We'll be right back.
चले दिल रुबा
ओ तेरे बिना दिल ना लगे तेरा ही चेहरा दिखे हर जगह
जानिया तेरी अदा है जानिया तेरी अदा है कातिल Just chill, chill, just chill Just chill, chill, just chill Just chill, chill, just chill मुझे चूम ले जरा झूम ले मुझे चूम ले जरा झूम ले इन मस्तियों में भी है एक मजा
जिसने किया उसको पता है इश्क है जाने मन एक नशा
माहिया दिल की लगी है माहिया दिल की लगी है मुश्किल
Just chill, chill, just chill Just chill, chill, just chill Just chill, chill, just chill
हम भी तेरे आशिक हैं कभी तू हमसे भी आके मिल
Just chill, chill, just chill Just chill, chill, just chill Just chill, chill, just chill
And Rangmunch with Alima is back on Desi 1170. We seem to be just listening to all this music and all that stuff.
You are
Interesting.
inspiring, thought-provoking conversation here. Chaz, you want to tell the folks what we were up to during the song?
We were just kind of going over the acoustics and playing the music. Huh? I can't think of anything right now, really, to be honest with you.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, you know, sometimes you hear a song, it reminds you of another
something
one.
else, yeah.
And
Oh, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Because think about it, how many possible sounds can you generate, right?
Right.
Sometime or another, you're going to hear a song that reminds you of another one. And Chaz showed me what he was talking about, and it just blew me away.
Yeah,
you know?
what does that say? What year that was? Back in the '80s, I think it was.
The Bangles Walk Like an Egyptian.
Walk Like
an
Similar in
Bangles-
acoustics to the song
Is
you
it?
just
I'm going to
played.
check it out later then. I'm going Now, Lowell, you follow Indian cricket, right? Do you
Yes.
Do you remember who Vinod Kumble is? Where you-
Kumble, yeah, absolutely.
Not Kumble, right? It's Kumble. Kumble is
Oh,
different from
are you talking about
Vinod-
Anil Kumble or no?
Vinod Kumble.
Vinod, is he
Vinod Kumble.
relative?
No, he used to be an ex-cricketer, right? I mean, I think I don't know if he was. I don't follow cricket as much, but the reason I asked you is I just got a breaking news that he actually had a heart attack. So I was like,
Oh,
do you
no.
know-
Oh, my goodness.
Do you follow? You know?
Yeah, I got to tell you, I really kick it into high gear once we get ready for the IPL to
IPL?
host the sports show,
He
Sports
doesn't
on
play
Desi.
anymore.
Yeah.
I think he retired. Like I don't know when he retired, but I think Sai was saying he's an ex-cricketer or something. But I just saw a breaking news saying that he had suffered a heart attack, and he's young.
You see what exercise will do to you?
I see
Exactly.
ya,
See, that's why I
yeah.
don't exercise.
You know, my biggest thing is usually people who are health conscious. You know, they're real big about talking about, oh, you need, and I'm not saying all people who are self-conscious.
Right.
Let me rephrase myself. Generally speaking, oftentimes people will tell you, you know, oh, you need to accept yourself for who you are, what you're beautiful just the way you are. And almost in the same sentence, they say to me, so when are you going to start exercising? And I'm like,
That's kind of.
you were just
That's
telling me
pretty
to
rude.
accept myself the way I am.
Well, see, that's the thing. You can be thin. You think you're very healthy, and you exercise every day. You eat right, and you still can fall sick. you can still have a stroke, or you know what I'm saying. I mean, in
Yeah.
fact, I mean, how many of you remember the show Malcolm in the Middle?
Yes.
Vaguely, I remember a long
Oh, yeah.
time ago.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, this guy had a second mini heart stroke, and I'm sitting and thinking, he's 27 years old, and this is a second stroke. You
Stress.
know what I'm saying? I mean, it's stress, whatever. But it's just there is like really no age when it comes to, you know, if you're going to fall sick or whatever. But it's just so sad, though. You know, it's just sad when things like that happen and you don't know what to expect. I mean, I've heard a couple of stories where people were exercising and they just
Yeah, oftentimes
dropped.
that's they have hemorrhages.
Yeah, they don't even know. I mean, especially. I think this was one of the top Indian business personalities or someone. He was in his hotel room and he was exercising or something, and he had a stroke and he passed away.
And the lucky people are the ones who get symptoms, and they don't die right away. They get symptoms, you know, and they can
a
go see
warning,
their doctor. Yeah, they
a
get
foreshadowing,
double vision, headaches,
Yeah.
things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And but sometimes, like if you're doing something really physical, you may not get a warning.
You may not get
won't see it
Well,
coming.
I go, you know, to Gold's Gym, and then every weekend I go to a personal trainer who kind of works on all the right things rather than just me going and doing anything. And she makes sure I'm doing everything the right way. But then it also comes down to what's happening in your body, you know. But you know, acupuncture. I had acupuncture today for my shoulder because it's really hurting, and I tell you, it was excruciatingly painful today. I said, I don't know what had happened. I mean, she's been doing the same spots, everything for the shoulder and
I'm
everything.
sorry, the
It was
acupuncture
like
was
the
painful, or
needles.
your shoulder?
No, both. It's not the acupuncture was painful. It's just that I've been doing it for like 2.5, 3 months now. Never felt, you know, so stiff. And when she put the needle in, it was just painful. I mean, you know, and she said it's because it was so cold. Because I had my shoulder checked out, and apparently there's like a rotator cuff tendonitis or whatever, so it has to get worked out. You know, you strengthen it and all that stuff. So right now it's always in constant pain. So it's like I really can't sleep on my right side, and you know, it's just painful. But anyway, what I was trying to say is, it's amazing how your body warms up and freezes. You know, this is early in the morning. You're going, you got it done. And when she took the needles out, because I would say I don't want them in there because they're hurting, and then the lady comes and you know, she massages like for 20-25 minutes and it just all loosens up. I can't feel the pain anymore. But I know the pain is going to come back. But that 20-25 minutes she did the massage, I did not feel a thing. It was just so loose and
Those
nice.
are some
And
magic hands.
and,
How did she
and,
do that?
and then so she came back, and instead of doing it on the hand, she just did it on the shoulder, and then I didn't feel anything. I was perfectly fine.
That's
Like it,
interesting.
Yeah.
So the massage, not the needles, is what did the trick
Well,
for
the
you?
massage, I think, is it's warming up your whole body, and it's loosening all those muscles. So when the needle goes in, it's going in smoothly.
You know, I believe you
know,
because
it's not.
it's the same with muscle soreness. You're sore and you're in pain,
Yeah.
but when you warm up, you don't feel the soreness anymore.
No, you don't.
So temperature does a whole lot
It
to your
does.
body.
So she comes and
right?
says, she goes.
Yes.
So
Take
she
it from somebody
says-
with arthritis.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah. So she says, you know, are you in a habit of like really drinking cold drinks, frozen drinks, a lot of ice and everything? I said, no, it's really not that. It's not like I drink sodas every day. It's not like I drink cold stuff. It's not like I eat ice creams every day. It's just, well, stay away from that coldness, because that's what is probably going to, you know, freeze your muscles or, you know. So, but anyway, so bottom line is I need my rotator cuff to be fixed, to be rotating
just
properly.
buy a new one on Black Friday. I mean,
And
like,
right,
should've
exactly.
bought a new rotator
would
cuff.
it-
But
you
don't
know
start with
what?
the Black Friday thing. We get together on Thanksgiving Day as family. We're thankful for
I
what we
wouldn't be
have. And then
surprised.
boom, the very next day we're fighting for what we don't have.
Yes.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised going forward. That's what the humans will have in their
Seriously,
bodies.
just replace your arm.
Replace your
those
arm.
bones.
Replace
Like,
your
you
leg.
know,
Replace
Like, oh, just get a 3D printer and print a new bone at home. You know?
Yeah, see, there you go.
Just print one out.
do
Like,
that.
oh, you lost a
excuse me,
limb? No
that-
problem.
that's-
Just print it.
That's gonna happen in the future.
It's good. And
I've
I've
isn't
already
it crazy?
I
Isn't
read
it
the
crazy?
physics reports on that.
Oh, okay.
And,
Yeah.
and look at the shows you're watching. Okay,
Right.
what was the shows of Akshay we watched where they had cameras inserted into the eyes of these people?
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
Oh my God, it's so
and you wouldn't
bad.
even know it was inserted, or you
can't
and here
tell,
you
huh?
have this live streaming going on, and this
It was
and this,
Marvel's Agents of Shield
and
where
these
they had the
people trying to figure out how the heck do they know all this stuff versus this lady has a camera in her eye all the time.
and if she does anything to tell people, it blows up.
Yes. Did you see that?
If you want to know about the future, you gotta watch Star Trek. Look
Star
at-
Trek.
Star Trek.
Who was that
But I want like the
young man,
realistic
4G?
future, you know?
Who's the young man, 4G, the one who wore the funny glasses?
You talking about Will Wheaton? Was that no?
LaForge. Was it LaForge? He wore those funny glasses because he was like blind without them.
Oh, I don't
really?
remember.
No, I don't know.
Oh, come on.
I don't think none of us
I
are
remember,
Trekkies.
well, all I
Work
remember
with
in
it.
Star
But
Trek
with
is
those
the captain
glasses,
and
he could
Dr. Spock, and you know.
That's too futuristic, though. That's like,
With those glasses. No, hold on.
it's too futuristic because it's out in space. What about
No,
future down here?
Hold on. Here's my point. LaForge, he wore these glasses. I believe he was LaForge. He wore these glasses. Without them, he was blind, but he could see, I don't know, through walls. He could see people. He can see whatever he needed to see.
Wow.
But my point is, Google just came out with these internet glasses where you can see people, get all
Oh,
their
I remember.
information on them.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Google
We
Glass.
don't
But-
necessarily need eyeballs anymore.
But you know what, though?
We're just going to be wearing these Google glasses to see everything.
Yeah.
But they are not legalized.
Not
I
y-
read
not
somewhere.
yet.
I read somewhere that a couple of people were wearing those glasses and they got tickets. They got pulled over, and the cops gave them tickets for putting those glasses on.
Yes, but the science right now is in its infancy. I'm talking about in the future.
In the
probably
future.
not too far.
I really don't know if it'll become a regular thing.
I don't know. I mean, it just scares the heck out of me to think what else
do you
can
think-
happen in
why
the
do you
future.
think I was late to the studio today? I just came back from the future. Trust
There
me.
you go. You got
Oh
it.
my god. He saw it. Like, guys, I'm not kidding. It's
My new phone also scares you, doesn't it?
Yes, your technology scares me. My goodness. I mean, seriously, she's got a new droid and it does crazy things, and I'm like, do I really want to know what else
my
it
God.
can do? Seriously. Well, anyways, though, so
phones are
stay
too powerful
tuned.
now. You could take over the world with one phone.
Yep.
Literally.
With just a click off of
Yeah, with
thing,
just
and you can blow things up, right?
Your fingers.
That's what happens.
You know, type the right thing, and
Yep.
then you're gonna be famous.
That's what happens. You know, it's so funny. I was writing. I am writing a review about a couple of books and authors that I usually do for the magazines, and I'm writing about this author where one of her books in this character actually brings the whole Twitter website down. Only
what?
because he gets so upset because his girlfriend broke off with him. So he just goes and
always the
hacks into
girlfriend.
Twitter, and then he posts something and he brings the whole thing down, and then he goes to prison on criminal charges. It's so hilarious.
Wait, this is fiction? Is
It's
this real?
fiction, it's fiction.
No.
If it was
It's
real, I'd be
fiction,
like,
but it's just so hilarious.
Oh, okay.
It's so hilarious the way his reasons are for bringing the Twitter down.
Right.
And then his high school friend, who they kind of hook up a long time ago, and they had feelings. She ends up being his attorney, and he doesn't even know that she's going to be his attorney. So they hook up after,
How
you know, he
dang.
gets into prison, and then she's
Wow.
and then she walks into the prison as his attorney.
You know what? That is so interesting. That's a really
that would
good
make a
plot
really
right there.
nice.
It
That would
was-
make a nice movie plot.
It does, but it's so hilarious. I mean, the way he
This is a
talks.
book, right?
The way,
Okay.
it's a book. The way he talks, the reasons why he brought the Twitter down, and his conversation with the FBI people, and you
How
know,
ridiculous it is.
was
It's
just
It's
so
It's a
so,
revenge
so funny.
tweet. Oh, he just.
It was just so funny, and I thought, wow, you could actually make a hilarious movie out of it. Seriously.
Honestly, if he did that much work just to get back at his girlfriend, I mean, like, wow.
Because
I would have hired him if I was the CEO of Twitter. Be
And
like,
the
my
thing
friend, you are
is- and the
hired.
thing
That's
is,
usually
he's
what
a-
Work for
he's
me.
a multi
Oh,
he's
yeah.
a multi-millionaire, and he is in high tech.
Then
the
why
heck?
does he need a
So
girlfriend?
he just gets so upset that he hacks into it. This was when he was in high school, so it's not like he's done
Oh
it
my
when
God.
he's So, but it's just so hilarious, which reminded me how easily people can get.
They're gonna make a movie adaptation out of it, and I'm calling it now. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It
They're
might
gonna
not
make a
be the
movie.
exact
Hey,
same plot, but
yeah.
it'll
Right.
happen.
But-
Look at Facebook, the social network. Boom, they're gonna create
Yep.
this fake.
Yeah.
Or even though that
It's-
was kind of real, though. That was real.
Yeah.
But they're gonna make this movie. This is
yeah,
too good
it
of a
is
plot.
just so funny. It is is just so funny. But anyways, though, so stay tuned. Rangmunch with Alima on Desi 1170. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Doom again and run away with me on a roller coaster ride. Doom again and see your wildest dreams slowly come alive. Doom again, we gotta break the rules and party all the time. Doom again, we gotta steal the show, you know that ain't no crime. So steal all that you can, the magic you began. Let's shout, break out, come on once again, let's hear it. Doom Machale, once more, come on you people. Doom Machale, 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 Doom again, I feel the beat of the rhythm, rhythm of the night. Doom again, I hear the voices calling, creatures of the night. Doom again, I see the shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Doom again, I feel your heartbeat pumping, now the time is right. So go walk out the door, get down, get on the floor. Let's shout, break out, come on once again, let's hear it. Doom Machale, Doom Machale, Doom Machale, Doom Machale, Doom Machale, Doom Machale, Doom, 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 once again. Doom Machale, Doom Machale, Doom Machale, Doom Machale, Doom Machale, Doom Machale, Doom, 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 come on once again. Doom Machale, 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 Machale.
And Rangmunch with Alima is back on Desi 11. We were so busy discussing Navy SEALs and everything.
Yeah,
I
and dogs
I didn't even realize the song was done with.
We get so caught up in these conversations during the breaks.
Navy
I know.
SEAls and dogs.
Yeah.
The whole military is going to
And-
the zoo.
No, well, that's what I was telling. I was telling how now some of the dogs are getting trained as Navy SEAls, which I think is so super fantastic, amazing, because I'm just fascinated with it. I just,
The more intelligent you make those dogs sound, the worse I feel.
Oh no, come on, Lowell. We're all in the
Stop calling
same
me
boat.
Lowell. No,
Oh come
Lowell.
on, Carlos. We're in the same boat.
You know, I think
Now
these
you
dogs-
offended Chaz.
those dogs come equipped with headsets too, I think.
Huh?
Or if we're, I was going back to the dogs that they train the Navy SEAls. I'm like, can you imagine if they actually had headsets
Yes.
on? And like,
Yeah, exactly.
they
And-
barked back.
And they have their own
Mission
language,
complete, you know?
like the
Bark,
Morse
bark.
code. They have
Mission
a barking
complete.
code or
Yeah.
something like that. And
with
it's-
their paws, they're just like,
yes,
pop, pop.
and someone in the U.S. is sitting there and decoding their
Honestly,
decoding
yeah.
their barking.
I've seen videos on those police dogs and military dogs. I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing my taxes. You know, they're good. Those dogs are amazing.
Yeah, they're really, really, really. Well, anyways, I mean, time to get into a bizarre news and bizarre stuff and strange. Well, the whole show has been all different strange things
like
happening.
bizarre.
Anyways, yeah.
It's a bizarre time of the year, right?
Yeah, it is,
Black
it is.
Friday.
I know, Black Friday. There we go. But now it's Black Thursday. There's no more Black Friday left.
And don't forget that
Yeah, that's
this
weird.
the Christmas time it's all based in pagan beliefs.
What?
Huh. Pagan
Christmas.
beliefs?
Yeah,
That
Christmas.
is scary.
Yeah, it was adopted by the Catholic Church from the pagans, and then from the Catholic Church, other Christian organizations picked up on it. But that's a whole nother show.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
That's a whole nother. If you have an
interesting.
opportunity, if you get an opportunity, just do a Google search on the origins of Christmas. The rituals are based on paganism.
Wow.
You know, bringing a tree into the house, giving people gifts, things of that nature. It was.
Seems kind of nice for. Isn't paganism kind of evil?
Well, I'm just telling you the good stuff.
Oh, okay. Well,
If you punch in, you'll hear some horrific things as far as what the pagans did back in those days, and a lot of that wasn't very nice.
I see. Well, that's interesting.
Very, very interesting.
I love Christmas.
I know. But see, I mean, I wish people always stayed like this, just not during Christmas time.
Yes, I agree
And it's
with you.
not like they have to do a whole lot either. You know what
Spread
I'm
it
saying?
out over
Just,
the,
yeah,
Don't do it all in
just
one
a
day. Spread
kind
it out.
word, just a smile here. It's not like it's almost like as if all these humans are programmed to just smile during Christmas time and then just be grumpy the rest of the year, which I think is so silly. Even being helpful, it's like almost like, oh, it's Christmas time, let me just give a $5 to a homeless guy, versus if you see them outside of Christmas season, don't you want to help them? I mean, I don't know,
Yeah, exactly.
It's-
Should always be Christmas.
I mean, I just think it's more like just being, a
More
little bit
humane.
of, a little bit of love, a little bit of kind words. I mean, hey, just give him a couple of dollars. I mean, it's not going to hurt our pockets, seriously. At least it's not going to.
Like $1 or $2. It'll make their day.
I mean, seriously though, here you are going into a restaurant or a Starbucks or, pizza, whatever it is, and here is this guy sitting and shivering in the cold and expecting someone to give him a couple of bucks so he can get a coffee, so, I mean, it's not like you can ignore him. You just want to get something.
The funny one is when, how about I go up to one, instead of giving you $5, how about I buy you a meal? Oh,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Oh, is
I
that
wonder
what
what they wanted to spend that $5 on, right?
Oh, is that because that never happened to me yet?
Yeah, it's happened before.
So okay. So but that thought always came to me, Lowell. What would happen if if this is what it is, but never had happened to me? So hey, who knows?
Lucky
But,
you.
if the individual, this is just my opinion, and with all due respect with everybody else's opinion, if I see somebody who I think needs help and they ask for help and I give them a few dollars, even if I'm pretty certain they're gonna buy alcohol or drugs, I'm thinking, I hope they get really good drugs because
Really good liquor.
I think they really need it, given the situation they're in. They need a temporary reprieve.
They need at least some good stuff.
I think that is
my
so
God.
funny the way you say it.
That you delivered that really well.
But you know what, though? It is so sad, though. I was reading some article, and apparently this little 17-year-old guy bought some drugs over on Skype or something, and he used them, and he died.
Wow.
Oh my!
That was
You
the
never
craziest
buy
story.
drugs on the internet,
You
man.
never do. I know.
I can tell you guys something really interesting about
Yes.
that. There's so the Tor network, the underground network, where you can access all sorts of things. The stuff they usually censored from, that's where people would buy drugs.
I'm sorry. Wait, what was the name of that network again?
The Tor network, TOR.
TOR.
Yeah, it's,
I'm writing this down.
Yeah, it's really scary stuff because only there you can access the websites that you would never regularly see, which is websites like Silk Road, which got taken down finally by the FBI, but it's like billions and billions of dollars in this black market, and you can just buy drugs as if it was an eBay listing, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, this really existed, by the way, and recently they got shut down. It's one of the biggest stories on the internet. It's
And
crazy.
I remember we talked about this a
Oh,
few
did
weeks
we?
ago, I think, about this website that we found. In fact, I think there was an article about it also.
Yeah,
where-
there was an
where-
article how it got
yes.
shut down. Yeah,
And
he
they
was
shut it down.
The guy
yes.
running this entire operation was just in a coffee shop outside San
Yes,
Francisco.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Isn't that just scary, though?
I mean, you can
totally-
just buy drugs with a click. They just ship it to you, no return address, and
Oh
it's
my
yours.
God.
One of the best ways, sure-clad, guaranteed ways to self-evaluate yourself, to know if you really like yourself, ask yourself the question, Am I doing drugs?
What? No.
Yes.
What?
If you're doing drugs, illicit drugs, not prescription drugs. Not prescription drugs, but illegal drugs.
But
right?
illegal drugs.
If you really like yourself, why would you do drugs?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly.
You don't need
I
them
mean,
to have fun.
Well, a lot of it is pure pressure. A lot of it is just the thing that I want to try it and see what it is, and and then they kind of get sucked into it without realizing. So it's just,
No,
it's just
even I would even say peer pressure. What you feel a pressure to do something you normally don't do, pressure to do something which is not you. You feel uncomfortable. You're starting to not like yourself because maybe you're not feeling part of the group.
exactly. So for you to fit in, I mean, you want to do certain things to fit into whichever group you want to go in, right? I mean,
yeah, funny you mentioned that. You'd be amazed by how many strange looks I get when I tell people I don't smoke. And I rarely drink, rarely. And it's like, ooh.
I'm giving you a strange look.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that unbelievable?
It's just a philosophy.
It's where
that
we're at right
you
now,
know,
in
if
society.
somebody's using drugs, there's something inside them that is saying, for some reason, for whatever reason, I'm not comfortable with myself.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
need this high.
you're insecure, you're weak, you're insecure, and you just
Yes.
don't have the motivation or the to say no to things. And unfortunately, that's how a lot of people are, because
Yeah, and if you're feeling peer pressure, you're only feeling it because you're insecure.
Yep. All right, that's the Rangmunch with Alima on Desi 1170. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes.
¿Quién eres tú? ¿Dónde has estado? He removido cielo y tierra y no te encontré. Y llegas hoy tan de repente y das sentido a toda mi vida con tu querer.
ना मैं समझा ना मैं जाना जो भी तुमने मुझसे कहा है सेन्योरिटा, मगर फिर भी ना जाने क्यों मुझे सुन के अच्छा लगा है सेन्योरिटा.
No desvíes la mirada, quédate cerca de mí.
मुझको बाहों में तुम घेरो, समझी ना सेन्योरिटा.
चाहत के दो पल भी मिल पाए, दुनिया में ये भी कम है क्या? दो पल को तो आओ खो जाए, भूले हम होता हम है क्या? सेन्योरिटा सुनो सुनो सेन्योरिटा कहते हैं हम क्या?
Jamás podré interpretar el sentido de las palabras que me dedicas, pero el calor de tu mirar me hace sentir como la más bella señorita.
निगाहों ने निगाहों से कहीं अरमानों की दास्तां है सेन्योरिटा. ये चाहत की मोहब्बत की सारी दुनिया में एक ही जुबान है सेन्योरिटा.
मुझसे अब नजर ना फेरो, आओ पास तुम मेरे.
मुझको बाहों में तुम घेरो, समझी ना सेन्योरिटा.
चाहत के दो पल भी मिल पाए, दुनिया में ये भी कम है क्या? दो पल को तो आओ खो जाए, भूले हम होता हम है क्या? सेन्योरिटा सुनो सुनो सेन्योरिटा कहते हैं हम क्या? जो भी पल बीता है सेन्योरिटा, हर पल तुमने है दिल जीता, बस इतनी सी तो बात है.
No desvíes la mirada, quédate cerca de mí.
मुझको बाहों में तुम घेरो, समझी ना सेन्योरिटा.
चाहत के दो पल भी मिल पाए, दुनिया में ये भी कम है क्या? दो पल को तो आओ खो जाए,
Alima is back on this 1170, and you know, I think I'm having so much more fun on the breaks where people talk about girls, women, babies, and you know, feeling lonely, and you know, people can't handle women, and you know, whatnot and what.
We should upload the unfiltered version.
You can't
Yes,
talk about
the
it
real
on
show.
the radio.
Yes.
The uncut show.
The uncut show.
With
Well,
Alima.
we can talk about it in a filtered way.
Untamed.
We can talk about it in a filtered way.
Yeah, we
Well,
can.
that's no fun. Nobody will listen.
Well, actually, we were just talking about girls just now and then.
I don't think
the whole-
Chaz can do filtered. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well,
I have
well,
a reputation.
Actually, I'm
of-
going to put
thank you,
Julio
love.
on the spot here.
Oh,
I'm going to
no.
put Julio on the spot.
No.
What is it that's important for you when you see a girl?
Oh, her personality.
No, that
'Cause
is
if-
such a vague
I
general
swear,
thing.
because if we click, then it's all
Okay,
that
no,
matters.
wait a minute. The minute you see a person, what attracts you to
Oh,
them?
okay.
It's not the personality.
I love girls
comes-
with long legs.
There you
If that's
go.
what you were searching for. Yes,
That's all you
I
need,
love
huh?
legs. I can't say no to that.
Hey, a lot of people have different fetish for different parts
know,
of the
right?
body.
It's
So,
so
you know,
weird.
if you want long legs, that's long legs. It's got it.
That word fetish is just so.
That is so. I know.
Well, I just wanted to know what it is because
That's
because
kind of
I'm
fetish, yeah.
sure when
Yeah,
I'm
quite
looking at a
low,
guy,
yeah.
when I'm looking at a guy, I mean, obviously we're going to see if he's, you know, if he's looking cute or if he's looking handsome
You
or
still
not.
look at guys.
And you have a fetish for thick lips, I bet, right? That word fetish,
Oh,
is, it can
well,
make.
let me see. I'm just trying to remember what lips my husband has.
I have. Oh, my
Lo,
God.
Well,
what do
anyways.
you look for?
Disposition, personality, confidence, sort of the stuff you can't fake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
No, I totally agree.
And I have a good read on
I mean,
that.
I
Let's-
know
yeah.
there should be. I know there should definitely be physical attraction is definitely
Oh,
a part of
absolutely,
it. There's
yeah.
absolutely no doubt about it. But then once you get to know the person, I mean, I think the character, I mean, the personality, the way she, you know, he or she carries herself, especially with you, your friends, or you know, your family, or whatever it is, or the way or the way he or she handles, I don't know, social situations and some topics that you're interested in. You know, I think it kind of all comes down to that. You
Yeah,
know
c-
how.
You know, I think it's speaking as, I think I can safely say the old guy in the studio. Speaking
No,
as-
nobody knows how old you are.
You not
should
old
just-
Chaz,
Yeah.
mature guy.
And
You barely turned 30, right? I mean, no one.
during the commercials when we're off the air, they call me the ancient one here.
The unfiltered. We're just really mean to him. Like, when off the air, we just treat him so bad.
Well, the reason is they can get away with you. They just can't insult me and say I'm the ancient lady. See, that's where it is.
You
So
wanna be in
you
the
should
studio?
be happy that.
You know,
man.
first let me say the first thing that I focus on, if say a woman, because I'm heterosexual, if a woman enters the room, if she's not laughing at me right away, that's a good sign.
Oh, really? I thought she was laughing. No, I would think that was a great time if she was laughing at me.
But secondly, and most important, when you get to be my age, I'd have to go along more with what Lowell is saying here. The way a person, in this case a woman, would conduct herself. I'm willing to easily sacrifice a certain percentage of her physical appearance if she conducts herself in what I feel is an appropriate manner toward me and with other people in the room.
I like the way you worded that.
I can easily, compensate or if she's not as tall as I'd prefer, that's okay. If she's, say, a little more compassionate or speaks in a manner or has an accent.
Right.
or-
I mean, you compromise on few things that you would
Yeah,
want
so
versus because you.
appearances, when you get old, appearances are not the number one thing.
Number one priority.
Especially when you get old and you're single. And you'll compensate a lot.
Sanity is also high on my list too. I like
Sanity,
women
there
have
we
sanity,
go.
yeah.
Of course, sanity. I mean, you don't want to, I mean, there's so many crazy people out there. I was just reading an article about this student who set his teacher on fire when she was riding on this boat. And I'm sitting and thinking, are you crazy? Seriously?
Where do you find these stories?
No, I am serious. I'm not joking. So he actually lit a match and fire and her shirt and things got on fire. It just so happened the other students noticed what it was and they quickly doused it off. And so she's fine. She's fine, perfectly unscathed. But my thing is, what was this 14-year-old guy thinking?
I know, seriously.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what he's saying.
Is it one of those things where you have your sick where you like to play with fire? What do you call it? There's a name for it, isn't it?
Pyromania. Yes.
yeah.
See, it's not. In modern days, they would say it's not the child's fault. These teacher, parents, people, the authority figures did not see the individual had an issue with pyromania. Thus, it's not the child's fault. He's a minor. Again, not his fault. It's society's fault because he's a pyromaniac.
They go on and on and on and on. But you know what, though? I mean, at 14 years of age, I think you have a proper mind to be responsible.
Well, the society that we're in says you're not until you're 18 years old.
Well, there we go. Well, eventually they'll change. But what I'm saying is, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Some of the kids try to get away with all this stuff because if he's going to get to it, then, oh, hey, I'm a minor. I mean, you can't do this to me, That's what they're going to play at, right? The legal system. Well, anyways, here comes to the bizarre stuff. Just as we come to the end of the show,
That was bizarre.
you guys know what a dandelion is, right? It's a little flower.
A dandelion.
Dandelion. Let me
Dandelion.
say.
Okay,
and in
sorry.
French and in Spanish, that means tooth of the lion.
The what?
Oh, dang.
In French and in Spanish, it means it's
Wait.
actually pronounced dente de león,
And
it
is.
means tooth of the lion.
Are you serious?
Hey,
Yes,
I'm
I'm
taking
serious. I'm very
French.
serious.
Yeah, Diente de León. Yeah.
Oh,
That's right, actually.
dandelion. Okay.
Tooth
Have
of the
I said
tiger.
that?
Or
Okay.
lion, I mean. Yeah. Tooth of the lion.
Apparently, it grows inside a ear canal of a girl in China. I mean, this is just so
Gross.
bizarre and
What?
crazy.
Wait, what was that?
Well, apparently, what happened was she was a 16-month-old girl, and she went to the hospital because her ear was bothering her or whatever it is, and the doctors discovered that there was a dandelion that grew in her ear. Dandelion! Jeez, oh my God, it's a dandelion. Okay, grew in her ear. So when they asked the parents what had happened or whatever it is, apparently a seed or whatever it is unknowingly had lodged itself in her ear, and they didn't even realize it. So it actually went into a full it just grew in the ear, and she was having trouble, and
Oh, wow.
so they actually removed it, it seems. So but what I'm saying is just so bizarre because apparently there were instances where these doctors had to move. There was a spider taking up residence in a woman last year.
Really?
It was her ear was itchy, and so she went to the hospital to have it checked out, and there was actually a spider
Living in there? Just
living
cozy?
in her ear. Cozy.
Don't mind me, I'm
yeah.
just chilling.
In a thing, and same thing, and the other person in July last year, she apparently picked up some kind of a bugs or whatever it is when she traveled to Peru. So her ears got infected with this flesh-eating worms kind of a thing, and so.
No, I can't.
And he says this is just weird things that we come across, but it's scary though. Because you wouldn't even know.
It can happen to you. I've had a bug live
anyone.
inside me. Actually, dude, this is crazy. I can relate to this. I've
Are
had a
you
bug inside me.
serious?
Yes, I have. It was on my thigh. It was there for years. I always wondered what that bump was. And then, like 5 years after, it turned into a huge cyst. And then, went to the doctor. They gave me antibiotics. And day by day, I would, drain it out. And then I saw a tail one day. And I pulled it and it really hurt.
Seriously?
But the antibiotics made it easier. So one day, I popped out as a little cocoon. It was like a little bug. It was crazy.
That is so disgusting.
Yeah, I took a
and
picture.
crazy.
It was pretty wicked, but it was great. I mean, it was cool. I mean, like you get that sad.
How old were you when this happened?
Oh, I was like 18. Yeah, you get that satisfaction, when you pop something and you get like something. It's disgusting to think about.
It's like you're saying that with so much.
Yeah, you could imagine how I
enthusiasm.
felt. I felt great. I was like, yes, I got this thing out of my system. Now,
And for those of you who cannot get enough of this kind of story, you just go to YouTube and punch up
I'm
"Monsters Inside Me."
Yes, I'm sure.
I'm not kidding.
Yes, I'm sure it's going to pop up. But anyways, so it's time to say goodnight, I think.
I
Pretty
just
much.
got here.
It's pretty
And
late.
then, of course, your parting shots, guys.
Let me first say a shout out to your good friend and a good dose, I consider, Neeraja.
Neeraja.
Yeah.
Did I tell you she was writing a story on WhatsApp and not on Wattpad? Wattpad. It's her first story, and actually she just ranked it at 953. In fact, I will be writing a review about that on the magazine that I write reviews just to see. But it's an interesting story.
Awesome.
It's pretty cool. I think it's so awesome that someone I know is actually a ranked writer. Someone in the family that I know, not that just a friend. She also happens to be family, so it's just so cool. Yep, there we go, Neeraj. A shout out from Lowell for you. Fantastic. So, those. So, thank you so much for tuning into Rangmunch with Alima, Lowell, and Carlos. Thank you so much for gracing the show.
Thank you for having me.
I always have fun when you guys are here.
It's always a pleasure. A pleasure.
Thank you. I can see where the pressure is coming from.
We are all paid actors here.
Yes, exactly.
Alima's going to give us our paychecks after the show.
It's great to have a full house tonight, too. The Canamili kids here.
Right.
Chaz. Wow. And my buddy Julio.
It's kind of like a little Thanksgiving get-together.
I know, right? At work. It feels really nice. I feel at home. And
it's nice. Well, anyway, so it's time to say goodnight until next week. Hopefully, you guys will have a safe rest of the Thanksgiving long weekend. And Carlos, this song is for you, my friend.
Oh, well, thank you,
because I know
dear.
you've got some of your favorites coming up, but I thought, I think you would like this
well, you're
song.
very kind. Thank you, my dear.
All right, those. So good night and have a safe Saturday night and a safe Sunday. We'll see you next week.
Good night.
Goodbye, everyone.
Look what he said.
दो लफ्जों में ये बयां ना हो पाए एक लड़का एक लड़की की ये कहानी है नहीं दो लफ्जों में ये बयां ना हो पाए
तेरी मेरी मेरी तेरी प्रेम कहानी है मुश्किल दो लफ्जों में ये बयां ना हो पाए एक दूजे से हुए जुदा जब एक दूजे के लिए बने तेरी मेरी मेरी तेरी प्रेम कहानी है मुश्किल दो लफ्जों में ये बयां ना हो पाए
Desi 1170 AM